From Oracle Park in San Francisco, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the San Francisco Giants. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll here. And on the hill, Landon Root. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
That's ball outside. And a count even 1-1. Now ball. One missed.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Kicks and fires. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. And it's off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
So in now for Colorado, Jordan Beck. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And that is strike one. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. There's a ball. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. And a 1-1. Fought off foul. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats it for the first out after the drop third strike. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Right through there for a strike. Doyle stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Hard on the ground to first. The flip to the pitcher covering. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Next to hit, Hunter Goodman. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Here's Michael Tolia. Swings through that.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Ball.
Misses outside, and it's 2-1.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Two down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2. And that skips in the dirt. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Rockies 2 and the Giants coming up. Back here in San Francisco. And towing the slab here, Chase Stolander. What do we have on him?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy is a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Mike Yastrzemski, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Outside, and a count now 2-0. And that's too high.
No strike.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Beck. 1 down. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Elliot Ramos.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close late game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Willie Adames at the plate now. That's ball 1. And it's fouled away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Next to hit, Jung-Hoo Lee. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. And there's a ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner around second. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. He's safe. It's 2-1.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
One out. Runner at second. Matt Chapman, the next Giant to hit. In there for strike one. Lee leads off second with one gone in the inning. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
And it's strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Man at second. And now it's even up.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. Just off the inside edge.
1 ball, no strike.
On the corner for a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a foul straight back. Man on second, 2 down. And that's in the dirt.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Beck has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Giants get a run on the RBI double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. New inning getting started. So in now for Colorado, Sean Bouchard. Roop back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Ripped to first, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Jacob Stallings now. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Alan Trejo digging in for the Rockies. And that's in the dirt. 1-0. 2 out, space is empty.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Two outs. Breaking ball misses down and away. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Back here at Oracle Park, here's Elliot Ramos. Hard hit left side. Sends it to Tolia. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Just missed. That one finds the corner, and it's 1-1. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Doyle settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And there are two down. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
One strike.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
That clips the corner.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach.
McMahon fires over to first. Inning over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Rockies 2 and the Giants 1. And we're back. Now at the plate, Adael Amador. Amador getting the start at second, just 21 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strike. Yep.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1-2.
Next pitch misses inside. And the count now even up. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
So the Rockies lineup turns over. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. First pitch not close. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Right side. Throw to first in time.
Now batting left fielder Jordan Beck.
2 down, base is empty. At the plate, Jordan Beck. 0 for 1 so far. And that one clips the corner. Ball 1 low.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Goes down looking. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies, but they still lead it 2-1. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Bouchard coming on. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting right fielder.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Fly to left his first time. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. And a foul ball. In the
1-2.
dirt, and a count 1-2. And that
2-2.
skips in the dirt.
Full count.
Got him. And there's 2 away.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Willie Adames stands in. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And Willie fouls one back. Two outs. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is down low.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
And that just misses.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's got it. And that is out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 innings complete. It's the Rockies 2 and the Giants 1. Start of the fourth, Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Ryan McMahon.
Ball one, no strikes.
Well, these Rockies doing a great
strike.
job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of
Ball
them.
two.
They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Swing and a miss. And the count is even, 2-2.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Slings it across. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Now batting, designated hitter, Hunter Goodman.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Hunter Goodman. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch, and he just misses. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Jordan Hicks getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Rogers getting loose as well. Bases empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Strike on the inside corner.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Michael Tolia went down on strikes his first time through. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Sean Bouchard digging in for the Rockies. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
This one smoked out to left. Ramos makes the play, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Rockies 2 and the Giants 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jung-Hoo Lee. Just missed.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. And he gets in. Nicely done. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. That's outside. And it's 1-0. The Rockies up by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses. Now 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
One down, base is empty. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Ball 4, tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
One down, and now the DH, Wilmer Flores. Fly to left his first time. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Check on the runner, and he's back in there. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and second, one out. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Two on, one out. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
So here's Wade now. There's a strike. Two aboard, 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. That misses, and the count is 1-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Missed with a changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes. First and second, 2 down. On the ground to the left. They get the force. Out number 3. Giants leave a couple, and our score remains 2-1. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Jordan Hicks.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Jacob Stallings digging in for the Rockies. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
That misses, and it's 1-1. That one the other way. Makes the grab, 1 away. Next for Colorado, Alan Trejo. Struck out looking his first time. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
1 down, base is empty. The
Ball.
shortstop takes the ball.
1-2.
And that's the strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. 2 down, base is empty. So in now for Colorado, Adael Amador. High, but still in the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike.
And meanwhile, this a fair ball down the left field line. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brenton Doyle. 1 for 2. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they push across 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rockies 3 and the Giants 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Patrick Bailey. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Giants just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
In there at the knees, and the count 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the air. McMahon makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. Flied to right his first time. And he takes a strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
The Rockies up by 2, last half of inning number 5. Next
Ball.
pitch, a slider that misses outside.
1-1.
Swings through that one.
1-2.
That just misses. Now 2-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
In the air out to center. Doyle hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Mike Yastrzemski up here. 0 for 2 in this one. In there, and it's 0-1. This one smoked, could be trouble. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Willy Adames, the next Giant to hit. First
Ball.
pitch misses. That one hit to right. Bouchard nabs it, and the inning is over. One left for San Francisco. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back here at Oracle Park. Now the left fielder, Jordan Beck. Hicks, a righty that throws with power. 28 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2015. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Eric Miller, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Rogers warming up as well. And there's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Check
No,
swing.
that's a
Did he
ball.
go? No, he didn't. Next
Off the
pitch is
plate.
outside. That one
Ball
misses.
4. Take
So
your
a
base.
leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
McMahon in the box again. Takes a strike. And there's a foul ball. Beck gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one
1-2.
ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Ball 2.
Really
2-2.
close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Sets him down on strikes. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. Now, Hunter Goodman. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw to second. He's safe. Next
That's a
offering
ball.
is downstairs. And a
2-1.
sweeper misses for a ball. One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That's ripped. Base hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Runner on at first with one gone. Michael Tolia digging in for the Rockies. Inside. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And that one missing low. In for a strike. Now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Called strike right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just missing there. 3-2 now.
Full count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, right fielder, Sean Bouchard.
2 on, 1 out. Sean Bouchard digging in for the Rockies.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Check swing went around. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two on, 1 out. Double play ball to second. To Adames. That's 1. And that's 2. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in San Francisco. Bottom of the 6th inning. And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Dolander back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Zach Agnos getting ready to go. Herget also getting ready. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Really nice sequence right there, and the change of speeds off the fastball. Really good arm action. Sold it. Changeup just doesn't arrive.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And here is Matt Chapman. Check swing, no appeal.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from a same side thrower. Very difficult to pick up the release point.
Swing and a pop up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, designated hitter, Wilmer Flores.
2 outs, base is empty. Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. Way high with that one. Ball 1.
You know, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Up and in, and now 3-0. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ha!
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Full count.
Fires that one deep left field and forget it. Wilmer Flores provides the power, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
And a base hit up the middle. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Chase Stolander won't go any further, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment. Now on the bump, Ryan Feltner.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Man at first, and here's the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. He's got it, and that ends the inning. The Giants get one back with the solo shot. It's now 4-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Rogers.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Jacob Stallings digs in now. That's too low, and that's ball one. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball. 2-1.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two now. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Full count.
Swinging at ball 4 that was off the outside edge.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, blowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
So up next, Alan Trejo, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Oh, no. He doesn't get the call. And that is ball one.
Ball two.
And that one is inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
2 outs. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. And very nicely done for the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
1 strike.
Nice curveball for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And up next for the Giants, Tyler Fitzgerald. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-0. The Giants trailing by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that misses. Full count, 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And there's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Ryan Feltner departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. New pitcher on now, Scott Alexander.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
One gone, runner at first. And now Mike Yastrzemski, 1 for 3. Grounded to third, could be 2. McMahon to second. A 1-pitch double play out of the pen. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Randy Rodriguez. So digging in, Brenton Doyle. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about. It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And now the count is even. And that's downstairs and outside. Struck him out looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Back at the plate and takes high there. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Eric Miller, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Doval also throwing. Foul ball there. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Ramos snags it for the second out.
Now that third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
So 2 down now, and here is Ryan McMahon. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Rockies, but they still lead this one 4-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Zach Agnos. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Number 36.
And digging in for San Francisco, Willie Adames. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Here's the pitch to Adames.
Ball.
The Rockies have some action in the pen. Tyler Kinley, the closer, is getting loose. And that one upstairs. Fouls one off. 2-2. Stays alive. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Swung on, belted. Doyle racing into the alley. Won't get to this one. Adames headed for the plate. The relay. The tag. Safe. It's 4-3.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And here is Matt Chapman. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. So the tying run at second, up and in, 2-0.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
That's to third. Sends it to Tolia. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And next is the designated hitter, Wilmer Flores. He's already homered in this game. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Next offering is down low. Line drive. It drops in, gets away a little bit. Headed for the plate. He comes across to score. The Giants tie it up.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Zach Agnos gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Jimmy Herget.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
One down, runner at first. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos, known for his late inning heroics. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Squeezes it, 2 away.
Next for the Giants, first baseman,
Lamont Wade Jr., the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. That clips the corner. Check swing. Did he go? No. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And a count 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, and we are tied 4-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Hunter Goodman. Rodriguez back to work. Up and in. Ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Walker getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And it bangs off the top of the wall. Here's the throw. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Michael Tolia digging in for the Rockies. And fouled off. Tied at 4. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. And now here is Sean Bouchard. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Slinging it to first in time.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And here's the catcher, Jacob Stallings. That's in there. Strike 1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Ramos sizes this one up. And that's the 3rd out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here at Oracle Park, bottom of the 9th. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. In safely at second base, and that's the potential winning run with nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
And up next for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0.
The winning run on second base. And that drops in for a strike.
1-1.
Activity in the bullpen. Number 55 getting ready to come on for Bud Black. And the count 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Yastrzemski up to bat next, lays off for a ball. Winning run stands at second. Outside low, and that's ball two.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering, with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back, let your hands work, stay in the middle of the field.
And look out, as that one ran in and got him. Willie Adames to the plate now at a high leverage spot. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And that's in there for strike one.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. The underhand flip, there's one, double play, and we're headed to extra innings.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Ryan Walker. And now it's going to be Alan Trejo. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And that one hit to first, and that's just foul. Man at second. Up the middle. Got him on the off-balance throw. And they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Amador swings through it for strike one.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
And now the 0-1. Ball one there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
With the go-ahead run at third, here in the top half of the 10th. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. That one missing inside. got him swinging.
Oh, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. Hard hit down the line and left. Fair ball. Stallings comes in to score, and they lead it in the 10th. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read, and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies. Just missed. Runner at second, 2 down here in extra innings. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Lou Trevino getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Doval getting loose as well. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Rockies 5 and the Giants 4. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Tyler Kinley. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. Jung-Hoo Lee now at the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And ball 1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Next pitch inside, and it's 2-0.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Base hit right field. Around third. Fires to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. All tied again, 5-5.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And there's one away. Now here is Wilmer Flores. And a base hit on the line. Ball back in a hurry, and the winning run now at second with only one away.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Elliot Ramos to the plate now with a chance to come up big. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 on, 1 out. Late swing, fouled off.
No, that's a ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Caught him looking for the K.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
And up next for the Giants, Lamont Wade Jr. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
The 0-1. Just missed. The 1-1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in San Francisco. Now here is Ryan McMahon. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across.
1-0.
They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Pickoff move to second. Back in on a dive.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
Right through there for a strike. Man at second. So now 1-2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Next offering misses. The count now 2-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Full count.
In the dirt, blocked. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Beck up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
Ball four, he walked him, and that keeps things going.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Hunter Goodman.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Hunter Goodman.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Slider misses outside. With the go-ahead run at third, we are in the 11th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Slides, but it gets by him. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in, I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ryan Walker out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So they turn to Lou Trevino. He has a great slider with tons of movement. First and second, no outs. Michael Tolia digging in for the Rockies. Ball one, no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
And misses inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one misses. Ball 3.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Down. Fouled off. He was late. And now the count filled up 3-2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Three and two now, and that'll load the bases.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Sean Bouchard getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. And that misses. Ball one.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
So they're all loaded up. High fly ball lifted into near right field. Brings it in. And that is a big first out.
Now batting, catcher,
Jacob Stallings digging in for the Rockies. On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance speed, there's 1. And that's 2. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 6-5. We're in extras here, and digging in for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, this situation with the runner on second, you got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
So the tying run at second, and that's a little high. Ball to strike. The pitch.
Ball.
Fastball is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way off.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tyler Kinley is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Number 55 taking over on the mound. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
You got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
And that is out of play. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And there's one down.
Now batting, right fielder, Mike.
And now the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
And the crowd back into this ball game. Everyone could go home happy if we see a big swing here.
Swing and a foul out of play. Tap foul at the plate. Big spot. Tying and winning runs aboard with 1 down. In there. Sets him down on strikes. And the Giants down to their final out.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
1 out left for the Giants. And up next for San Francisco. And that one gets away at the plate. Runners stay put. That's ball one. Pitch is in for a strike. And the count 1-1. 2 outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. On a line out towards center. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Rockies hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.